Hello. This is Kendall Hackett here with eXp Realty. I am here with another episode about the home buying process. So today we're actually talking about inspections. Sometimes they are known as the dreaded inspections, but I love them. We're actually in a market right now. The market has switched in the last few months to where people aren't waiving inspections anymore, and I like that. I had a couple buyers that wanted to waive inspections when the market was super crazy and super hot. But I just felt like it kind of set them up for failure later down the road once they moved in and things pop up that they had no idea about because they didn't get that inspection. So what we're talking about today are the different types of inspections, and I'll go through them pretty quickly. Again, I'm trying to keep it under 5 minutes to get everybody back to where they need to be in their busy lives. So there are all kinds of different inspections, and the inspections are paid for by the buyer. So we've got like a regular home inspection where the inspector comes in and looks at everything in the house. And that includes like hot water heater, furnace, cracks in the walls, just everything you can think of. Inside and some outside like structural things and things like that. So then we've also got sewer inspections, which aren't as common, but a lot of people do those as well, and that's where you get inspector to come through and kind of look through the sewer lines underground and make sure all those are cleared out and running properly. We've got termite inspections, which if you are doing a VA loan, that is something that is required by the VA lenders, that you have to get a termite inspection done. So make sure that you go ahead and order that whenever you order the rest of the inspection. Let's see, there's a radon inspections. Again, aren't super common, but a lot of people do those. And that's just testing for that gas that's coming from the ground up. A lot of people have radon mitigation systems in the homes already, so it's not a necessity. But still, people like to kind of double check. And if the radon levels come up too high, then we go in and request that they do a radon mitigation and possibly install that radon mitigation system. And then let's see, there's mold inspections, which could be like the black mold. Sometimes it's hard to see, and so they kind of go in and test those, the mold that is blowing throughout the house through the ducts and all those kinds of things. So that is another big one that is done, and if mold is shown through the house in high amounts, then we do a mold mitigation, which can be kind of costly if you're doing it on your own. So if that is something that you're concerned about, let's make sure that we get that done during that inspection period so we can make the decision on whether or not we want to ask for the seller to possibly pay for part of or all of that mitigation, or we just walk away from the house. We want to make sure we're covered on both sides and you're protecting yourself. So an inspection period is standard 10 days, and you want to find an inspector. If you don't have one, your agent should have one that he or she can refer to you that they've used. She has a couple. I'm sure I do. I use two very often. I love them. They are always on time. They are very thorough, and my clients are always happy with them. So if you have questions about those, just let me know. But you want an inspector that can get in there quickly, get a quick turnaround on their inspection. The difference between a quick turnaround and a quick inspection, though, you don't want them to fly through the house and rush through the inspection part. I'm talking about, usually it's probably a couple hour average inspection time, which is perfectly fine. You don't want them to rush through that part of it. But the turnaround time where they get the report back to you within a day or two. Sometimes we don't have a lot of time, depending on when the inspector can get in there. So I like to get that turned around quickly so the buyer has time to think about what they want to ask for, if anything. And then both agents have time to kind of go back and forth with their clients and see if we can come to a resolution on that. So, major thing, get your inspections done. I never, ever, ever ask buyers to forego their inspection period. That is something that you want to do to make sure both sides are covered. So different types, the whole house inspection, mold inspection, sewer inspections, radon, all kinds of stuff, anything you can think of. So, and remember that is paid for by the buyer. And also, if you're doing a VA loan, you have to do a termite inspection. So If you guys have any questions about inspections, please reach out and let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you on the next episode.